Hey guys, so we just thought we would share our top tips for a Florida holiday. We've been filming this as we've been going along in Florida with a couple of extras that I forgot to film at the time. So Starbucks has ice water you can just help yourself to, which is super helpful if you're really overheating, like I'm overheating.
Top tip for Discovery Cove. If you're coming, do they very early so that they've not already filled up on food. You can buy these cooling towels here. These are $18 and you have to wet them, wring them out and then wrap them around your neck. However, you can buy these on eBay or Amazon at home for a fraction of the price for a packet. If you're sensible, you'll buy them before you come. Definitely get fast passes, but think about it when you're booking them. Only you can answer this question. If you're the sort of person who's up at 6 o'clock in the morning and raring to go, then book your fast passes early. Once you've used your 3 fast passes, you can book some more. However, if you're like myself and David and getting up and out the door by say 10 or 11 is going to be a struggle, then don't book early morning fast passes. That might sound ridiculous, I understand that. Yesterday David said to somebody on the bus, we were talking about it being early morning and it was about 10:30. She looked at him as if he had 2 heads. It was quite funny. But that is an early day for us. We are not early risers on our days off. We tend to stay up later and get up later. It means we can be in the park till closing, but it does mean early fast passes sometimes end up getting cancelled. So we've booked our fast passes for the early afternoon and that way we've managed to make it to most of them. Also, other than the busy ones like Toy Story Playland and Pandora, they can mostly be rearranged up until even the morning of, certainly the night before. And we had to do that today. We had starters booked for early this morning, which I mean 11 o'clock. And I knew last night there's no way we're going to do that because we decided to have lunch. And we have changed that last night till this afternoon and it wasn't a problem. But things like Slinky Dog, there was no way we were going to get that one changed. That was booked 66 days out to be able to get it. All the parks, including the water parks, have water fountains that you can get a drink of water. It's not very cold, but you can get a drink of water and it's wet and you can fill up your water bottle if you want to. This stuff is called Compeed Anti-Blister Stick. It's like a cream that you put on your feet, on your pressure points, so the balls of your feet, heels, toes, anywhere that you might get a blister. And I have put this stuff on religiously every day for 3 weeks, every morning before I put my socks on, and I have not had a single blister. And that's unheard of. I always get blisters. The first day we came I didn't wear it and I felt a blister coming. I put this stuff on and the blister never came to anything. So I can definitely recommend, if you're prone to blisters, this stuff. This is really good. If you do get a blister, then this stuff can be really helpful. It can also help if your feet are just rubbing it a bit. But as I already said, prevention is better than cure, so I always prefer now to use the gel. So one of the things that I was obsessing about a little bit before we went, and I saw a lot of other people commenting about it as well, was what to wear to a water park. So there's a really simple answer to that question, which is wear whatever you're comfortable in. I personally chose to wear swimming shorts because they were comfortable for me when we were walking about in a water park. And that's the only reason that I continued to wear them, because I would quite happily have worn anything by that point. I was having too much fun. That is the most important thing in a water park. That's a handy tip to know, that if you buy anything in the theme parks, you can send it to your hotel store and collect it the next day. I also recommend this stuff for soothing very tired feet at the end of a long day in the parks. I'm sure you can get other brands as well that do similar things, and it really does, it moisturises and it feels a bit tingly, so it makes them feel nice. And I find it quite relieving after a long day in the parks. I always like to either buy them at the airport or bring them in advance, special perfume that is just for the holiday, so that when I go home and I spray that perfume, it reminds me of being in Florida. So quite often in Florida you get rain, and the rain comes down hard and fast, but it sometimes only lasts for a couple of minutes. So a good tip is to either shelter and wait for it to pass, or bring ponchos or umbrellas and just brave it. The issue with braving it is sometimes your feet get absolutely drenched because you don't cover them with umbrellas and the water comes up with it. I would recommend hiding and just waiting it out if it's only a short storm. Otherwise, be prepared for really having wet feet. Yes. I recommend bringing a Sharpie because you never know when you're going to need to be able to write your name on something. Like on a refillable mug, for example, so you know whose is whose. And having a Sharpie is always a handy thing because you can write anything with a Sharpie. One word: hydration. Seriously, I cannot stress enough to you how important it is to keep your fluids up while you're here. It is so hot. You're going to be losing a lot of fluids, so drink lots and often. Universal sell refillable mugs. This is one of the Horror Nights ones, but they do have Coke Freestyle ones that work on the same machine. These can be refilled at a number of machines throughout the parks and the water park. You pay per day and you can recharge it on separate days as well. It's about $7 or $8 to recharge it. These are pretty good value because when we bought 2 bottles of juice, it was $8.50 for 2 bottles of juice. So if you're paying $7 to refill this as many times as you want throughout that day in the park, they are quite handy. I recommend bringing 2 pairs of comfortable park shoes. That way you can change your shoes if you get soaked in the rain, which is very, very likely, but also it lets your feet get a little bit of a rest from one type of shoes to another type of shoes from one day to the next, and that will help you keep going for all the park days. I also recommend bringing a carabiner clip like this one. This is a double-ended one. It was a lovely gift for us. We've used this every single day of the holiday. We've attached it to bags, we've used it to help us carry shopping. We've hung the refillable cups off it. We've hung wet umbrellas off it. It has got a lot of use, so a simple little carabiner clip is a very handy thing to have in your bag.
Shelby wanted to join us for our last piece of advice for this video, which is to say that you guys, you are only human. There really is a limit as to what you can do in a 2 or even a 3 week holiday. You are not going to do every single ride, every single show and every single attraction of all of the theme parks in 2 or 3 weeks. And sometimes even watching videos by people like us, it can look like you're doing a lot, but believe me, we were knackered. We were so tired by the end of that holiday. It was unbelievable. You need to give yourself rest days. You really do. And you need to just take it easy sometimes and accept that things are going to happen. Maybe you're going to hurt yourself, or you're just going to be too tired to carry on. So you need to take a rest. You need to be fair on yourself, and you need to accept as well, regardless of what you might think, you will be going back again and you can do it next time.
Well, I hope that was helpful.
Thanks for watching.
See you next time.